Hi, this is JD Stewart with the New Magic Academy, and I'm here with JD Stewart to interview him about the upcoming lecture so we can find out a little bit more about what's going on. That lecture will be this coming Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern and 2 p.m. Central. So JD, tell us a little bit about your background.
Where would you like me to start?
Well, why don't you start at the beginning?
Okay. I was born at a very early age. In fact, I was less than a year old at the time. So I was born in the windy plains of Kansas. And in fact, if you open up an atlas of Kansas and find the seam there, I was born right in the crack. So that's the beginning.
How long have you been performing magic?
Actually, that's a difficult question. I started performing magic when I was in high school. I performed in high school, college, then got out of magic for a long time. Went in the Marine Corps, worked for several companies, some Fortune 100 companies, startups, those kinds of things. And then went crazy one day and said, this is really what I want to do. And so I started back up in magic. And one day after I got done with the show, a lady walked up to me and asked me that very question: how long have you been performing magic? And I didn't know how to answer that, because if I said, well, since I was in high school, that kind of gives her the idea that I've been performing for magic for a long time. But at that time, it had been about 2 years since I'd gotten back into it. So the response I usually give to people when they say that has been that, well, I've been performing since I was in high school, so it's been about 2 years. So it's been a rough 2 years, but hey, it's 2 years.
And how did you start magic?
Oh, that's interesting. Growing up, I was weird. I was a weird kid. We were very, very poor. So my dad cut our hair. My mother made all of our clothing. And so I was the kid who always looked funny and dressed in weird looking clothes. And plus the fact that we moved around a lot. My dad worked for the government. And so I was always a new kid that looked weird and wore funny clothes. So that caused me to be picked on, bullied, and that kind of thing. And, that just because I was weird, you can kind of say I was asking for it. But one day someone asked me to be in a play. And as I got into that play, I found out that was actually the safest place on earth. While I was on stage, no one laughed at me, no one hit me, no one made fun of me. And I got to wear some pretty cool clothes even. So I fell in love with being on stage. Then, like I said, we moved around a lot. We moved to Las Vegas. And while I was in Vegas, I picked up magic. Someone taught me some magic. And what I learned was that when you know magic, you can make anywhere a stage. And if anywhere could be a stage, then everywhere was now safe. And so that's how I got started in magic. Self-preservation, you might say.
Well, tell us a little bit about the New Magic Academy.
Well, the New Magic Academy is not only dedicated to providing magical education, but we also raise money for nonprofits, and that's one of the things that we do. And then most people who are going to see this or know the fact that we do a lot of lectures, hold lectures with magicians all over the country, very well-known magicians. Unfortunately, what they're getting this time is me. So, but we're going to see some things that I think will be interesting, maybe a different spin on some old ideas.
And tell us a little bit about what people can expect to learn, what they'll be learning at your lecture.
Well, I think there's going to be something for everyone in here. If what you're interested in is just learning new tricks, there'll be some tricks in there that will be taught. We're going to primarily look at how to teach magic. And of course, you can't do that without teaching magic. We're going to have some things for the professionals, something for the semi-pros, and something just for amateurs. If you want to be the coolest grandpa on the planet, we got something for you. If you are a young buck that is trying to make some money out of magic, we're going to show you how to do that. Even if you know nothing about marketing, because we're going to show you how to other people do your marketing for you. So I think there's going to be something for everyone. There'll be some cool tricks, and some business stuff as well. Imagine, if you will, a very, very simple, very, very inexpensive trick. In fact, I'm going to show you how to make it, that you can do anywhere, on stage, close up, business environment, children's environment, anything like that. The same trick in all those environments. We're covering that. Let's go to the other extreme. What if you could perform and not have to market? You can find other people to do your marketing for you. I'm going to show you a way to do that. One other thing that you'll learn is that you'll learn magic isn't something that is trivial. It's important. And I'm going to show you how you can actually use your magic to change the world. I have an opportunity to work with kids. I've worked with high tech. I've done, I've been in businesses that have had tremendous impact on the world as far as technology is concerned. I left there and started performing magic. And one day, an old boss came back into town, and me and another guy had lunch with him. And I was telling him stories of the things that I have done. And I'll be glad to share these with you in the lecture. In fact, I plan to. But the guy, he graduate of MIT, smart guy, he looks at me and goes, "That's what I want. I want stories like that." And this was a guy who's brilliant, who has changed the world with his technology, but he wants stories that contain magic. And so that's what I have, and that's what I'm going to show you how you can have.
That's it. I hope you are excited about this lecture as I am, because I think we're going to have a great time. You'll be able to learn some stuff, and this will be a good time for all. Remember, it will be this coming Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central, and we'll see you then. Oh, one thing I forgot about, go ahead and register for that. You got to register for it at newmagicacademy.com/Stewart. That's STEWART. We'll see you next time. Well, actually, we'll see you Sunday.